Hey baddies. Okay, I know it's been a minute. Um, since I went to Cucumber Creek, been a minute. Um, so I've been MIA. I know. Oh, hey bud. I've been MIA. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just got so busy and I blinked, and it's October tomorrow. Crazy. Um, so let me explain. I basically this video is just gonna be kind of like a life update for you guys because I have been so insanely busy. It's actually freaking crazy. So I kind of have a list down here of everything I'm gonna go through, why my life has been crazy, and then I also have a plan that I'm gonna introduce you to at the end. So don't you even worry. But first, let's state the obvious. I'm an educated baddie, okay? I'm in school. I'm in my junior year of college, which is freaking crazy. I swear it was just yesterday I moved to Stillwater. Um, so yeah, I'm in my junior year of college, and it's been a doozy. I'm actually having a lot of fun. I think this is my favorite semester of classes that I've taken so far, just because I'm so interested in all of them, and it's just great. And so I've just been diving into my work because I'm like so freaking interested, and I've been neglecting every other responsibility I have. But the classes I'm taking a content writing class. For those of you that don't know, my major is strategic communication with an emphasis in social media. That was a lot, I know. It's more, the best way I can describe it is a more creative version of marketing. Like I do a lot more writing, I do a lot more video content, short form, long form, blog writing. I have a blog assignment right now that I should be working on, but I thought I would give some attention to my beautiful YouTube friends. So I do a lot more of that. I don't necessarily push products. I kind of, it's more, it's not really PR based because that's not the route I'm going. I'm going social media, but it's just kind of digital content is kind of my specialty. Um, so a lot of these classes are going to align with that. So my first class is strategic content writing for strategic communicators, I think is the official title. It's a content writing class. I'm loving it, okay? I have this one professor that teaches so freaking well. Like I understand it 10 times better than I have with any other professor I've had. So I try and take his classes because obviously I feel like I'm learning a lot more. But we basically right now we're doing blog. I got SEO certified, search engine optimization. So that's freaking cool. We're doing a lot of SEO stuff with content creation. Like right now we're writing a blog. My blog is about how to maintain your digital presence in the age of digital detox, because I think we've gone so far into the digital scape that people are starting to pull back, especially with like the way that pay rates are increasing for like Netflix, YouTube, or Netflix, Hulu, and then the ID thing for like Spotify and YouTube that's potentially going to be a thing. That's what my blog is about. I'm very excited about it, if you can't tell. Um, my next class is content or digital content creation. So we do right now. We just finished our TikTok section. We're doing like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all of like social media platforms or like digital content platforms. That's we kind of focus on how to brainstorm the idea, how to make it relate to the brand voice, how to edit the stuff, all of it. So obviously, I'm freaking interested in that because I freaking love editing for social media. And I love posting on social media. So like Mondays and Wednesdays, those are the classes I have. Oh my gosh, it's like my favorite days. I'm taking a climate change class. I need a science credit, and that's normally the one that the people in my building kind of go towards. But I also am just interested in climate change and how it works. I'm a big climate activist, not you know what I mean. So I want to know the science behind it before, so I can actually like speak on the matter. Just because it's also kind of interesting, like wind patterns and stuff. That's what we're working on right now. I'm in a nutrition misinformation class. So fire. I honestly thought the class was just going to be talking about nutrition influencers, but it's not. It's going through um, people selling nutrition products, supplement intake, um, the recommended dietary plans that people of certain age groups follow versus what they actually follow. It's really freaking interesting. I did not think I would be as invested in this class as I am because I'm a gym girly, so I've been kind of on my nutritional adventure, one could say. for quite some time now, and it's just really interesting to see the different research and the different ways that people are putting misinformation just everywhere. And then I'm in a marketing class. This one's online, so I kind of just do it on Monday and Tuesday, and then I'm done for the week. But it's just your average marketing class. Like, we have like this group assignment, which I feel so terrible. Okay, so our group work is due on Wednesday for some reason, like not Friday or Sunday, Wednesday. And so I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm like, hey guys, like, none of us are gonna want to do this on the weekend. So I will just do part of this assignment, but I cannot meet in our group. And they were like, that's totally cool. Just do part of the assignment, you'll be fine. So I'll just like start the group assignment, email it to them, and then it all works out in the end. And then my last class, it's media law. So it's required for all media. I'm just going to categorize it as media. So it's like journalism, PR, advertising. All media students have to take a media law class, mostly because it dives into First Amendment stuff, what we can get, not what we can get away with, but like what's ethical. There's a whole ethics class we have to take too, which I have not taken yet. But like, it goes into ethics, and it goes into First Amendment laws and what we can say as journalists and what we can't do. We're also talking about First Amendment rights and college students, high schoolers, adults, things that just go on in the media. I don't know if you're politically inclined, but if you haven't seen what's going on in the media, a lot of it is First Amendment related, especially with the Jimmy Kimmel show, the whole Charlie Kirk thing. We've been talking about all of it. I love this class. It's low-key, not even low-key, it's high-key pushing me in the direction of pursuing media law and First Amendment activism. Because, look, I'm going to be real. I know my 5 First Amendment rights. I know my rights. And you should look at them too. Because I've never gone this in depth before, and it's really fascinating. And I feel like, not to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty freaking good at it. So it's kind of pushing me in that direction of like maybe a lawyer. Because what I do like to do is child advocacy. Okay, switching to McDonald's. I work with a lot of the high schoolers, and I really like to advocate for them because I feel like they get treated as if they're less than because they're in high school and they can't put 100% of their time into the job. So I've always been a big advocate for them. I've always just been a big advocate for child protections, per se, especially with influencers. I don't really... Family vlogs, I can't get behind them. I feel like if the child is not eligible to consent to everything that they are being pushed into the spotlight with, I don't think they should be able to be online. And so, like, the big family vloggers I can think of are the LeBrant family. I think that's their name. It's all the blonde ones. I really just don't agree with it. And a lot of people I've been noticing have been moving from California, where they're starting to implement strict child labor in influencer setting laws, to Tennessee, which has 0. And I also think it's a really big thing that they should be paying these children, because I understand they have, like, the families are probably loaded. Way more money than I'll ever see in my lifetime. But I just think that they should be getting that financial compensation now. That's a whole other thing. But this media law class is so entertaining. But I'm so nervous, though, because we have a test on Thursday. We had our last test 2 weeks ago. I have no idea what's going to... Like, I know what's going to be on the exam. I just feel like I have no idea what else could be added to it. You know, I don't think... He said it wasn't cumulative. Everything builds off of each other, but it's not like we're going to take questions from exam 1 and put them on exam 2. So I'm just a little nervous for that. So that's also been taking up a lot of my time, because there's a lot of work that goes into that class, but it's not busy work, you know, like, it's setting you up so you can be a part of the discussion in class, which I love class discussions. I hate when professors just put up the lecture slides and just talk. There needs to be some sort of in-class discussion. In class, like, what he does, this man, oh my lord, he will take a class or a quiz at the beginning of class. Everyone who was in class, he has, like, the roster. He will just be like, okay, Miss Rizzo, what's the answer to this question? And I think that is genuinely one of the best learning tools, is just putting people on the spot and having them talk about it. And even if it's wrong, there's other people in the class that will step up and be like, hey, that's not 100% right, but here's why it's not. Like, there's so much discussion that is fostered in this class that is truly enhancing my learning. And that is, like, Juliana's #1 class setup is just an environment where everybody feels vulnerable enough to make mistakes. Because I think that's the only way you're going to learn, is if you make mistakes. So that class has just been like my sole focus. Like that specific class has been my sole focus for the past 2 months. Um, and I love it though. I love that class. It's so freaking good. I'm gonna be really sad when it ends in December. December's so close, guys. We're so close to Christmas. Okay, so school, obviously, I'm big on everyone getting an education. I don't like the don't go to college propaganda. I feel like if it's not something you want to do, don't go. But I'm not going to sit here and discourage people from going to college, you know? I feel like have at least having in a high school, like having some sort of education is the most valuable thing you can have in your life because then especially like again, going back to my law class, go like you need to know your rights in order for them not to get taken away. So I think having that sort of background is so beneficial to society and being able to have critical thinking skills is so beneficial and it's just becoming a lost art and I don't want to go too much into it because I'm going to go into a huge political rant, but that's a video for another day. But school has been like my primary focus. Secondary focus, McDonald's. Again, I'm pretty high up in the company at this point, so it kind of has to be a big focus for me. I have my schedule. I've been working every single shift, and this was on purpose. Like I will say, I did do this on purpose. No shade to McDonald's, because my department title is the people department manager. So it's basically HR. I make sure I handle internal conflicts. I help people get hired. I help people find out their benefits, stuff like that. Um, but what I've been doing is I'm trying to work on every single shift. That way, one, I can get to know the people. Again, I've always been on the high school shift. I never really branched out to like the morning shift or like the overnight. I did a little bit of overnights when I started, but McDonald's turnover rate is so crazy that it's like brand new people. So I'm trying to work every shift so I can kind of get the gist of like where everybody is at, what's going on in the store, what I can do to help because I just want to help the people. That's all I want to do in life is just help people. And so I've been working like the beginning of my week, I'm working like 5 to 11, 5 to 9, something like that. And then like my weekends, I'm working like 11 to 7, 10 to 6, like stuff like that. So I've just been like always, I feel like I live in the building. Like I should probably set up a bed in the office and just sleep there because I feel like I'm like always in the freaking building. But it's okay because I'm getting my bread up and with my car, that baby needs to be paid for. Okay, another big thing, the gym. Okay, I kind of fell off for like 2 weeks. Won't lie, these past 2 weeks I had not gone to the gym. Mostly because it's just been so busy. Like, I'll get into more of this later, but it was Ken's birthday this weekend. Yay, 21st. So, like, there were people in town, and then I just got so busy and overwhelmed. Like, I originally had my schedule so strict, and then I fell off, and I was like, I don't even know how to get back on my schedule now because I'm just so far gone. Um, but I love the gym. I've been prioritizing it. I've been focusing mostly on strength training, but what I want to start doing is getting more into like aerobic exercises. Like I've always been a big cardio girly because I did dance, but I feel like I'm not running or like doing heavy, intense cardio. So I want to get back into that. So I've kind of restructured my gym to where I'm strength training like 3, 4 times a week and then doing like heavy intense cardio the other 2 days. So that's very exciting. I'm really excited to see. And I'll get more into it later, but I'm creating a new TikTok account specifically for my content creation dreams. And I'm going to do a running vlog. Probably the day this is posted. So go to my freaking TikTok, link in description. Go watch my running vlog. It's probably terrible. I'm such a bad runner. I'm actually not. It's beneficial to my health if I don't run because my feet are so terrible because I'm on my feet all the time. But I want to run. I like doing it. So I'll just figure out the consequences of that later. But okay, Ken's birthday weekend. Oh my gosh, Allison was in town. Ken's friend or Isaac was in town. Y'all know Isaac. Ken's parents were in town. Like it was everybody was here. And then the first day we kind of just like chilled. We just hung out in town, did our thing. I had all my friends over after because with Allison in town, I still wanted to hang out with her too. So Allison, Abby, and Gabe, they came over. Isaac was here. We all just had fun. And then Saturday we went to Oklahoma City. That was super fun. We went and got burgers. I got the best veggie burger. If you're ever in Oklahoma City, go to Punk Burger. It's so good. They have the best vegetarian burgers. They have the best. They're so good. I want to know what their sauce is. I need to make it. I need to figure out what the recipe is because it's so freaking good. And then we went to the outlet mall. I got a denim vest. And then when I got home, I realized I already had a denim vest, but this one's more fitted. It's a fitted denim vest. My other one is kind of like bulky. So maybe I'll retire the old one and I'll donate it or give it away to someone. Um, and then Sunday was Ken's actual birthday. Ken's 21st. We started at B-Dubs and then, because there was a Bills game and the soccer games. So we went there and then they went out to the bar, Isaac, Ken's parents, and Ken. I'm not 21, so obviously I didn't go. But what I did do, planned a surprise party. I had this in the works like 3 weeks in advance. I had all of Ken's friends from work come over. I had my friends come over. Ken's parents were like, okay, we'll take her to the bar, bring her back, and we'll surprise her. So that was really fun. That literally went on, I think, all night, was just this party. Like, it started at like 5. I don't think they left until like midnight. It was awesome, though. It was so much fun to like hang out with everybody all weekend and not have like a care in the world. Like, I was off of work all weekend, so it was super freaking awesome to just like wake up and go have fun. And I think that was really just the reset I needed, to remind myself that it's okay to have balance, but you need to also work on your goals because you haven't been to the gym in 2 weeks. Get back there. So that was just a really fun weekend. Ken had a really great time. So I hope everybody else had a really great time. They said they did, but like, I'm just praying that they actually did. Another thing to get all vulnerable on you guys. Ken's moving back to Pennsylvania. We're not breaking up. However, Ken is moving back. Oklahoma is terrible with their wages and they tax freaking everything here. Whereas in Pennsylvania, they have a very low food tax and no clothing tax, and their wages are higher. So like Ken's literally going to be getting paid double for more hours with no rent because she's moving back in with her dad. So like no rent plus double what she's making now with more hours, I would go too. Shoot. If I wasn't in school, I would go. But it's just going to be easier for her, and I only have a year and a half left at the time she moves because she's leaving in December. So it'll just be like we're going to see each other though because I have a couple trips home planned already, and so I think we'll be okay. We've done long distance before, but that means I need to find a new apartment. So this is not going to be the setup for much longer because the rent here is expensive for one person. Like splitting it it's expensive for 2 people to split it. It's $1,200. I wouldn't be able to afford living here alone. So I'm gonna have to find an apartment, but it's okay because we're gonna do it and it's gonna be great. And I'm hoping I can find a roommate. If I can't, I'm gonna have to buckle down and find a 1-bedroom or a studio. I'm hoping for a studio because they're cheaper. Because here's the thing, I'm home, but I'm not home that often. So like, I don't mind having a studio, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I'll keep y'all updated. There's definitely gonna be a move-in vlog, so be tuned for that in January. But yeah, it's really exciting. I'm excited for Ken to go home. I'm excited for her to be less stressed because I think being here has made her kind of lose herself. And I just want everyone to be happy no matter what it is they have to do. So if moving home is going to make her happy, I'm not going to stand in the way of that, you feel? But like upcoming, my parents are coming into town in like 2 or 3 weeks. I think it's 3. They'll be in town for OSU homecoming, so we'll probably do another vlog. You'll get Joe on the vlog. But yeah, that's exciting. And then Halloween's coming up. Halloween is my favorite holiday, if you do not know. I love Halloween. I love having Halloween parties. I love dressing up. It's my favorite freaking holiday. I'm so excited. And then we're on to November, which is like Thanksgiving, which I'll probably work because I'm pretty sure it's time and a half. So I'm going to get my bread up. I'm not going home for Thanksgiving though because I am going home for 2 weeks in December. So I'm just there's no point of going home for like 5 days and then going back again in a month for another week. I'd rather just do a 2-week period of time. And also my sister's a senior this year and I'm really excited to see her dance stuff. Like she's going to be doing a Christmas show. So I want to be able to be there for that and go watch her. And it's also like, I want to see my family for a longer amount of time. Okay, there's a lot that goes into it, but like, I don't want to fly and then fly back and then fly again and then drive back. But I am flying home for Christmas because I can't book a hotel. So I want to make sure that I can, get home if I get stuck in the middle of a random state. So I am just gonna fly for Christmas. Okay, sorry, my camera was about to die, so I had to plug it in. But yeah, Christmas I'm going home. And then it's January, and I'm gonna move into my new apartment. It's gonna be awesome. And then I'm basically February, March, but April, I'm going to Vegas for my 21st. Yay! I turned 21 on a Tuesday. That weekend, I'm going to Vegas. Also, I was planning out my schedule for my next semester. I'm taking 2 online classes. One's an honors class, one's an honors seminar about cults in America. The second is, I don't even remember what I think it's the psychology of women is another online class I'm taking. And then I go to class at 4 p.m. 2 days, and then I have another, my next 2 days, or my next 1 day, I think, or no, my next 2 days are a 9 a.m. class and then a 3 p.m. class. So I'm literally never on campus. But that means I can work the mornings now. Yay! I'm not particularly the biggest fan of working till 11 just because I do have class pretty early in the morning this semester. So I'm hoping next semester I can have a really balanced, a really awesome balanced schedule. That's kind of the plan. But, live, laugh, love. Yeah, that's kind of my update on my life. That's my next 6 months planned. Again, I've just been so busy with school that I've been putting social media on the back burner, but I really don't want to do that anymore. I want to try and make it a priority. And so I have this list of it's a content calendar for this week. So obviously I have my YouTube. That's a big thing I like to do. I like long form content. I am branching back out towards short form. I know I'm a hypocrite. I do not personally enjoy scrolling on TikTok, but I know that there are people who do, and I feel like that's a really easy way to reach people, and just show them a little bit about me. So I'm going to go back into TikTok and Instagram Reels. My Instagram and my new TikTok are linked in the bio or description. So make sure you check those out. By the time this goes up, I'll have 4 or 5 posts on each thing, hopefully. If I can stick to my content calendar, I'll have 4 or 5 videos up and you can go take a look at them. Another thing I've been doing recently is my Substack. I don't have it to where it's monetized just yet because I feel like I don't want to monetize my content just yet just because, again, I don't think a single person has read my Substack. So I don't want to monetize it, I feel like it's just such a lost art of blogging. Blogging is such a lost art, and I think we were onto something in 2012 with blogging. And so I'm really interested to see how sites it's HubSpot, Medium is another one, Substack. I'm ready to see how those kind of come of age in the world of digital detoxes, because I feel like it's not considered brain rot content because you're reading something. So I'm just interested to see how more long form educational-ish content can come to be, because we're seeing the pendulum switch back into long form, because it was in short form for so long and then just TikTok shop and all that stuff, and then we're going to see it switch back into blogs and Twitter and all that stuff, or X. But I feel like it's just going to be an ongoing pendulum until eventually we just no more social media. But I'm really excited to see how those turn out. I'll have a couple things up there. I call it the Diary of Jay, because a lot of the time I'll just write whatever I'm thinking at that moment in time. So it's super interesting though. I like my last couple posts. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing more of my content, everything is going to be linked in the bio or in the description. So go ahead and check it out. But I hope that answers your questions, mostly for you, Allison Pookie. Allison has been yelling at me to upload a video for the past month and a half. So here she is, Allison. This is all just for you. Mwah. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions on content, questions, anything, just leave them in the comments. I love feedback, okay? Feedback is the only way I'm going to grow. So anyway, anyone's going to grow. So just leave me some feedback. Love y'all. Have a great day. Mwah.